Trista Gomez. So a couple questions, and the first question I have is, were there library employee personnel that were just hired while WC1 was pending? That's my first question. Because if there was, that would be an imprudent way to expand that budget, right? We wouldn't want to do that until they know that they were doing that, until they knew that they had those funds. The second is they're using an expansion budget this year to shore up $3 million of the budget plus $1.3 million of the general fund to shore up the library budget. That expansion budget was supposed to be for the North Valley's library, if I understand that correctly. Also, that money is going to have to be replenished. If there's not some kind of alteration made to the library, that money is going to have to be figured out again next year. So you're not really in a $1.3 million deficit, you're really in a $4 million deficit. And you got to start to figure that out now, because I agree with Ms. Martinez in that I voted no, and all of the people that I know voted no, and we weren't duped, and we knew what we were voting for, and we voted no, and there was a reason for that. The libraries had already been built. The management was not running efficiently. We love libraries. We need libraries. We want to make them efficient and good. And I feel like we can do that. So when you're talking about all the abatements, Ms. Hill, that, you know, we could have paid for all of these services with the abatements. Those abatements on houses, on property taxes, are what keep locals local. Local people cannot buy property in this market without some sort of abatement, and the seniors aren't selling their houses and buying a new house. They don't have money from out of state, they don't have pension, they don't have PERS. They have local money that doesn't afford them the ability to just move around and buy a new house with $5,000 to $7,000 a year property tax that turns out to be a $500 to $700-ish a month increase to their payment. That's a real cost to taxpayers, real cost to local taxpayers that should be considered. The reason I keep looking at this is because this is local money. This is local money. This is high local money. This $51,000, that's local money. That's money that's paid from like normal local businesses. We don't get PERS. We don't get money. I'm not going to be incredibly like popular bringing up this PERS discussion. I realize that. But this is real life for local people, real life. We don't have these options. So quit just trying to raise our budgets. We don't have the money. Balance the budget. Be responsible. Be fiscally responsible. We're begging you to.